Hello, welcome back to another video by Loughborough. This time I'm revisiting one of the first ever explores I did when I was about 11 or 12. We're at the Great Central Mainline at Stanford on Soar at the Viaduct. We're going to be starting here, heading north, hopefully get to see Barnston Tunnel again, if we can get close enough to it, and then down to East Leake Station. Then this is part one of the video, and then we'll head off and I'll tell you where we're going after that. So, see you mate. So, first relic of the day. Got a little access tunnel here, takes us through to the other side. And then we can get up onto the track bed and onto the viaduct. Oh, it's like someone switched the aircon on coming through here. It is quite a mild day today, for considering it's late October. There we go, look, looming large through the trees. Stanford Viaduct. Thought we'd get a look at it down here for you. I'm hoping to get my drone up later, but we'll have to see how the weather goes because it's not waterproof, unfortunately. We've got Nellie's favourite, look, graffiti. Loves a bit of graffiti. If I remember rightly, last time I was here, they built a skate park into it. Onto one of the arches. I think I can see it from here actually. There we go, look. Now for a structure that's still in use sometimes, this is in pretty rough condition. It's not too bad this end, but you'll see when we get up top what I'm talking about. There we go, look. Skate park. Right, so we're up onto the track bed. That's looking south towards Loughborough. There's another occupation bridge there, towards where the Nottingham Road A60 bridge has been taken down. Due to a lot of lorry strikes over the years, they're trying to raise it up a little bit. But the unification project's getting on quite nicely down there between the Great Central Railway North and the Leicester end. They put the bridge over the Midland Mainline. That's up. It's got some embankment to go. I think a couple of years we should be looking at be able to ride this all the way through on a train. So looking forward to that. But anyway, for now, north across Stanford Viaduct is where we're heading. Right, so Stanford Viaduct then, we're up on top now. You get to see what I mean about what rough shape it's in. People down the years, vandalism I should imagine, not pushing the stones off into the river below. I mean, personally don't see the point in it myself, you know, but got some more graffiti again. I'd like to think that when this line's up and running again, the unification's been done, that they're going to clean all this graffiti off and stop people getting up here. It's so easy for us to get on here today, you know. I know it's technically not disused, but I know for 100% certain there's going to be no trains today. I don't think we're even going to see another soul, to be fair.
Just a fucking mess, isn't it?
Yeah.
Apparently there's more graffiti on Helmden now as well.
I bet there is. Wouldn't surprise me if Mansfield Road's been done and all now.
Not seen any pictures since we've been in
I've
there,
not actually, no, to be honest.
which is good.
Very good. I sure would right, it's got battered, didn't it?
Yeah. Big chunk of the wall missing.
There we go, look, here we go guys. That's what I'm talking about. And this is just sheer vandalism, it can't be anything else. Yeah, the window's not done that. I mean, look at this side. Stood the test of time. Got bloody local bloody hooligans, look. Just destroying the heritage. I no doubt this will be repaired at some point. I just hope they do a better repair than they did with their metal railings down there and actually put bricks on it. There we are. This is a 3-arch bridge. Takes Normanton Lane across the formation. Normanton Lane obviously carries on down that way and crosses the Midland Mainline a bit further down. So again, running in quite close proximity to one another, these two railways. But yeah, the bridge, very typical of the design on the London extension. You've got a 4-ringed arch, sandstone springers. It was a very uniformed railway. It did look very safe, just much the same all the way down, very smart, very well built. And again, look, in absolutely fantastic condition. More graffiti. So as you can see, look there, bridge 317. Kindly pointed out by Nelly there. So look at the skew bridge, look. Very well built. Built to last, and it certainly has done that. Right, let's keep going. So just following on from that bridge, we're into a cutting now, look. I mean, look at this. Look how deep this thing is. Imagine the amount of earth. All dug out. By pick, shovel, hand. Again, the blood, sweat and the tears that went into building these places is incredible. You know, and I've just left a lot of them to rot. I mean, thankfully this one's not been. So there we go. Bridge 316. Again, look. This one's got 5 ring arch. It's actually got blue bricks with the springers on this one. What to do is carrying agricultural traffic from that direction to Stanford Hill, Stanford on Soar Estate, to the fields over this side. But again, very good condition. A bit of spalling at the top, look, but nothing that can't be repaired. Better nick on this side. No spalling. Again, built to last, like I said before. Lovely little structure. So we're getting towards the start of Barnston Signal Box. As you can see, it opens out a little bit here. There were some sidings here. I put a picture of the old map on, just to show you what the layout of this little piece of the line was like back in the day. Also here, somewhere, there was a spur going to the right for sidings to Normanton Lane Works, which is over there on the side of those trees. So I'll have a peek through in a minute, see if there's any remains of that. But looking on the maps, it did look just like it's all just been filled in, dug out. So if you look over here, or under the undergrowth, piled up sleepers, just rotting away. And someone's cleared something out of there, God knows what. Firewood probably. Yeah, just piles and piles of old sleepers, look. Well, like I say, there were sidings here. Like I say, you'll see that on the map. I'll put that on the video for you. So yeah, anyway, Barnston Signal Box, just ahead. Yeah, it's obviously been repointed down the years. But yeah. And more sleepers, and more sleepers. Oh, and a bridge. See you down there. So, we found bridge 315. 4 thick ringed arch again. And blue brick springers. They're like sandstone underneath actually. Well, they might just be faced with blue bricks. Term again. Like I said before, very uniform railway this was. So there we are then. We've got the very short 110 yard Barnston Tunnel. It's one of the shorter tunnels on this railway. I think the only one shorter was actually Dunton Bassett. It's 96 yards or something like that. I'm sure you'll correct me if I'm wrong. Right. It's in very good condition. As you can see, obviously it needs to be maintained. Still a couple of years ago, carrying freight trains and heritage trains, and it will be again soon, I do believe. Bridge 314. But this gives you some kind of scope into what tunnels like Catesby were like. I mean, you don't get to see these very often. I mean, the only one I think is Dunton Bassett you can get close to. It gives you the scope of the size of these things. And obviously, Catesby Tunnel was like 1.6 miles. You know, this is nothing like that, but yeah, it gives you a bit of a perspective. Plenty of light in here, shouldn't need my torch. Obviously we've got no water ingress patterns down here. This is definitely the easiest part of the walk underfoot. So even a short tunnel like this, the designers insisted on having refuges. We've got the remains of communications bearers for the tunnel. A part work over there, I don't know what that's carrying. Nothing like that one's carrying anything, that one's broken. But... Right. Well, I'm a little bit blown from that walk. I didn't think I was going to be so tired. I'm getting old, I'm really unfit these days. So what we're going to do, instead of walking to East Leake now, we're going to drive round, go back to the car, drive round there. We're going to go up to Hotchley Hill, then we're going to see what's left at Ruddington, then off to Wilwell Cutting at Wilford. So we'll see you in a bit. So we've made it, driven around on Station Road, started at East Leake Station. So we'll have a quick wander around under the bridge and then we'll get up to track level. So we've got a twin girder bridge. Obviously the platform was accessed from this level. We've got the bricked up entrance here, the archway to the old station. Typical island style, very much like Loughborough was. Right then, let's get up there. So, there we go. Got good old Bridge 312 here, carrying East Leake Station. Again, like I said before, typical island design platform. Access from street level. Building's long since gone. Right, let's have a wander down here. Yeah, on the Great Central Railway North, this station hasn't been done anything with it yet, as you can see. I mean, to reopen this one's going to be a stretch. I mean, there's absolutely no car parking anymore. The old goods yard where they could have put a car park is now a housing estate. But you never know, they may do a hop-on, hop-off service. You can stay there, put benches there maybe. Refreshments rooms, you can just have a bit of a break. But I can't see it reopening myself, but you never know. Oh, there we go. We've got the track back here, the southern stretch. The bridge in the distance there, I don't know if you can see that or not. But yeah, very much like Rugby Central, but this is obviously still in a lot better condition. But you know, still a remnant, still a relic. Here there are still some foundations here, look. Remember, this would have been a bucket hall or in the gents' toilets, I have no idea. But yeah, you can get a bit of a mind's eye of the layout of the station. More here, look. This is more likely to be the toilet block. Looks about the same size as the ones at Loughborough. And yeah, foundations again. Small building, this one. When I get back, I'll have a look at an old photograph and I'll probably put it on the screen. There are photographs of this station while it was still in use. And each foundation we've come across, I'll put a little note at the bottom. But in the meantime, Nelly spotted something else. So yeah, Nelly spotted a signal on the northbound line. Definitely seen better days. It does look like original GC as well. Maybe not actually, concrete paste and all that. Oh yeah, another little relic. Although out of use, it's still nice to see a platforming, you know, still all intact. You know, you don't see it very often. Like I said before, there's a bit at Leicester Central. And there's obviously the whole platform at Rugby. All the aeroplanes coming over. down to the road. There's the entrance there, so I'm assuming the stairs are going to come out there somewhere. So we're doing a booking hall there, no doubt. And then this probably would have been the toilets here. Typical Brit, obsessed with the toilets. And we're going to carry on down there. Now, there were sidings over there. This is now the rope walk. House has been built on it. You know, it's progress and all that. It's usually how it happens, isn't it? But then that's off towards Rushcliffe Holt that way. But we've had enough track bed walking today. We've done like 6-7 miles already. And walking on that ballast has really done my number on my legs. So we're going to head back down and we're going to drive around to Rushcliffe Holt. Right, so that's part one done. We've done Stanford and Soar. We've done down to Barnston Tunnel, seen a few bridges along the way. East Leake Station, again, look, fantastic to see that all in one piece. Hopefully they'll reopen it, but you never know whether they will or not. I can't see it myself, there's been no car parking anywhere near it. Anyway, part two of the video now, we're at Rushcliffe Holt. Then we're going to head off to Ruddington, I think, and then Wilwell Cutting. So we'll see you at Rushcliffe Holt. So Rushcliffe Holt, not your typical GC design. This was built mainly for the gypsum mine at the side there. You can see the sidings into it. It wasn't until quite recently being used still for the EWS trains. That's your line north. So look at the line south and we'll get down to platform level, I think. So looking south where we were earlier at Barnston Tunnel and East Leake Station, I think we did the right thing by not walking all the way here today. We're doing a hell of a trek and it was already taking it out of my legs, to be fair. So yeah, there's the line south. So we're going to get down to track level now, hopefully, and see you down there. I don't know, maybe. I'll have to have a look on the maps when I get back. I should know that really, but potentially, yeah. Does look like that sort of size, doesn't it? And
water tower or something.
maybe, yeah. We'll find out when we get back. But for now, look, the gate's wide open. So, as we just said, I think it'd be rude not to, wouldn't it? So, more foundations here, and according to this sign here, this is where the footbridge was. Took you across to the other side. But obviously the GCR stations generally didn't have footbridges because they're island platforms, but yeah, at least they put some info boards up so fill the blanks in for us. So, Rushcliffe Holt Station from platform level. The Three Arts Bridge there, look, standard. So the Milk Communications poles still in situ, look. Still got the pot on them, nice to see. So we go and see the signal box while we're here. I think we've got to really, don't you? Oh yeah, we've got Hotchley Hill signal box. Built in a Art Deco style. Not too sure how old it is. I'd say it's like 20s or 30s. You know, I don't think it was obviously built when the railway was first put in. All I know is that not long ago, I gave a local youth trashed this place, absolutely smashed it to pieces. And I used to come down here as a kid, and it would never even cross my mind to vandalise something like this. I don't know what goes through the minds, I really don't. But anyway, it's been rebuilt. Back to its former glory. Right, so that's Rushcliffe Holt done. We're going to head off to Ruddington now, which is that way. North again down the track bed. We're not doing the track bed walk again. We're going to drive round. I don't think there's much left to see at Ruddington anyway. There was back in the day, but I think it's been built on now. But we're going to go see what is left down there. So see you in a bit. So we're at the Ruddington Station site, and last time I was here, this footpath wasn't. It's they've severed it basically. Platforms there still, I think, and I think there's still some platform on that side as well. We'll see if we can get through. Well, you used to be able to get into here, get into the lamp rooms and everything. Not really dressed for spiky railings either, but we'll get as much as we can for you. So it's a shame. We've strengthened the bridge there. At least haven't taken the bridge down and replaced it. There's the gap there where the old steps down to the booking hall would have been. Oh, as overgrown as it is, We have just glimpsed some brickwork through these brambles. Get a little bit closer maybe. That's not going to come up well on the camera. I can see the platform edge. I can see the platform edge. So maybe it's one's come back in the winter when all this is gone. Yeah, I can definitely see it through there. Shut this down a little bit. Proper, buddy. There we go. There we go. Through there, look. Platform still there. Very overgrown. Should imagine it's the same on the other side of the fence. It literally just severed it, put that footpath through, but yeah, a little bit more. I mean, last time I was here, you could get on the platform. It was like 30 years ago. So anyway, yeah, still there. So we're done here now, I think. We'll head off to a Wilwell Cutting, I think, and see what we can find down there. So we're onto the old track bed, as you can see, look. It's quite a long way down there. I don't know how far we can walk, but we go this way first. We've got an overbridge. Obviously agricultural, considering where we are, Wilwell Farm. Again in keeping, like the ones we saw further back. 4 rings thick on the arches. Not in bad shape, a bit of vegetation growing out of it, but right, we're going to walk that way in a bit, but we're going to head this way first, because I do believe this is where the former track bed of the Great Central Mainline is then taken over by the NET, Nottingham Express Transit tram line. So let's see if we can get as close as we can. So as you can see, just down there, see those green poles? They're the power lines for the trams on the NET, Nottingham Express Transit trams. The Great Central Mainline carried on through here, but the NET has actually taken over much of the track bed between here and the meadows in Nottingham. So we can't really get much further, I don't think. I'm going to try, but it looks a bit marshy. No, you can't get much further. But yeah. Nice. Right, we're going to head back the other way, follow that track bed, see if there's anything down there. So unfortunately we couldn't get very far there, but that's obviously where the NET takes over. Been repurposed, the track bed a lot of it has. But we've got a nice straight piece of track bed here. Just going to go for a wander along, see what we can find. A bit further along, looks like probably just a ballast bin or something back in the day. Nothing too groundbreaking. Anyway, onwards. Got to sort of journey's end here, I reckon. It's all been blocked off there, look, 'cause obviously somebody's landed on the other side of that now. But right at the end, look, always want to finish off with nice little remains of a ganger's hut. Concrete one, look, not one of the original blue bricks, but nonetheless, still another relic. So I'll tell you what, we're going to go back to the car, we're going to have a look on the map, see if I think there's a few more bits bobs we can see in this area today. If not, we'll come back and I'll have my final thought with you later. In fact, scratch that, look, we just found a little what remains of what probably was a culvert back in the day. There you go, look, still goes under the track, look. And I can hear that running, it's still doing its job. Those Victorians, eh? Nice. Look at all this debris that's lying around here, look. Climbed up over the bank, by the way, that's been filled in. Blue brick, red brick, there's a capping stone down there. This was a bridge at one point. And the cutting beyond's been infilled. Yeah, I'm pretty certain it was a bridge actually. The line would have gone that way. Okay, a couple more little gems. We're going to go see if we can find anything else, but like I said, if we can't, we'll be having a word with you very shortly in the car. So, Wilwell Farm, nature reserve cutting there, bridge, culvert, you know, a few little bits and bobs along there, still some remnants of the old railway line. Nice to do a little disused part just to end the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. You know, it was really nice for me. I felt like a kid again earlier, going between Stanford and East Leake, because the amount of times I walked that as a youngster, the age of about 11 or 12 when we first started going out doing these explores. But yeah, it's been a fantastic day out, and I really hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Cheers.